Hey guys, today I'm going to do a very short post, I hope, on using PowerApps. The use case here is really around the run up to Christmas and people having Christmas parties and the Christmas lunches and how you have to kind of gather all the food and drink requirements for people. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a crack at that, and we'll build a Power App from it and take it from there. That I won't be going to the trouble of pushing this into Power BI on this occasion. So we're just going to rattle through this one real quick. So I'm going to move directly into a site that I've already got available to me. I'm going to jump on that site. The first thing that I'm going to do is to build myself a new list. Okay, so I've got a new list here. The list is going to be called Christmas meal. Okay, so in we go with that. Create that, and we're going to start adding the various requirements that people have. I tend to avoid using title because it's just kind of hard to find it when it just doesn't have the right name. So anyway, I'm going to avoid using that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to say I'm going to do a multi-choice, and this is going to be so we're going to have a multi-choice, and it's going to be for first, let's say first drinks. No, we'll just go first course. Let's keep it simple. First course, and we'll say prawn cocktail, I don't know, garlic bread. That's not very Christmassy, I suppose. Probably soup. Soup would be nice. So what should we have? Broccoli, and Stilton soup. Yeah, so we'll go with that. So we'll have a choice, lovely, and then we'll go save. So that's first course. Then we'll jump in and we will go second course. Second course. And we are going to say roast turkey, roast beef, and we'll do some kind of lasagna. Yeah, brackets V, and that we'll keep it at that, and we'll save off that, and we'll do another choice, and we'll go pudding, and we'll do Christmas pudding, sherry trifle, and we will have cheese and biscuits. This is why I do data analysis and I'm not a chef. I have no imagination. Okay, so that was so we got our three choices there, and why don't we have a coffee yes no thing at the end? So I think we'll go with a well, that's quite a nice one. Coffee, and we'll go with the default value. Yes, okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll go with that. And next, well, let's jump onto this. Let's jump onto this column here. I'd quite like to give it a default if I possibly can, because this does create problems if you don't have a default value. So I'm going to jump in there, and I'm going to go onto the list settings. I'm going to list settings, and here we go. Okay, fine, single line text required, and so we should be able to pop a default value text, and I'll just pop a little 1 in there, and so we'll okay that. Okay, we'll go back to our list. So we are, we're 6 minutes into this, and we'll go back to the list, which is Christmas meal. Then we will jump on to PowerApps. We will create an app, and we go Christmas meal selector. And obviously we can extend it much further than this, but I'm just going to do it with a view to just being really uber simple on this. So we'll go create on that. So we're going to get PowerApps to do all the hard work in terms of building us an app with it's going to be a 3-screen app. It'll have a list to start with. Then you'll have the ability to add new items, and also to review the items that are in there already. So usually takes about a minute to create an app, but this is actually an even smaller app than would normally be the case, because there's hardly any fields on this one, so that should make life a little bit easier. The first thing it always does, well, we ought to really create an item, otherwise it's quite confusing to read. So I'm just going to jump into there, create an item. So first course, I want, I'll have garlic bread. Second course, I'll have roast turkey, roast beef, and for pudding, I'll have the sherry trifle, and I'll say no to the coffee. Oops. It's not quite so easy to do when you're actually building the app, but you can see that you can. I just jumped directly into the review option here. Now what we've got is one item here, and it's very poorly displayed. So what we want to have is, we've got a gallery here. It's got all our items in, but they're not very interesting. So we're going to do this item. Well, we should be able to get away with this item dot first course. So okay, enter on that. So this item dot first course. So we've got to go this item dot first course dot value, because this is how it likes to do it. So we're going to have garlic bread. We will grab this gallery here. We'll make it a little bit bigger. We're going to copy and paste this reference here. So we'll call it second course dot value, and we will do, I can't even remember what we called it. So we said Christmas meal. Just want to check what the field names are. It's got pudding and coffee. Okay, fine. So moving on to there. So this item dot pudding is dot value. I think it is case sensitive, so you need to be a bit careful with that. To be fair, you're not really going to, for this sort of example, you would not want to, you wouldn't want to use the think this is going to give us a created, yeah, date and time, which is fair enough. But I actually really would like to know, to get rid of that. I'd like to know who it was created by. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a date and time here, and I'm also going to put in the person's name. So we're going to put this item dot author. This is kind of one of those things you've got to know, really. Dot display name. It's going to come up with me. Wonderful. And it's going to go like that. Just we can move them around to our heart's content, but this is just an example of what you can do. So make them nice and tidy, however you want them. In reality, we wouldn't want to consume them this way anyway. So we would actually just want to refer back to the list that we've created. So I am going to hit the go button because I'm going to create a couple more. So we're going to go Christmas meal. Okay, we go first course, prawn cocktail, second course, roast turkey, pudding, cheese and biscuits, and we'll put the coffee on that, and then we'll see that we've actually got 2 items now. And this is obviously a US date format that can be changed, but on this occasion I'm not going to do that. And you can also edit whatever it is that you've done, so you just move on to the edit and then you get the option to make your changes. So this is a very simple example of how to create a Power App. So I'm going to come out of here, so then we go to, you can see that it's saved but it's not published, so you would have to file and then you'd have to save it. That's great, but nobody can see it yet, so you have to then publish it, and then once you've published it, you have to share this with those people in your organization that you would like to see making use of the app. So essentially it's the people that you want to invite to the Christmas meal. So here you put in lots of different people's names and away you go. So the reality, so in actual fact, what you'd do is you'd move back to the surveys. Well, this is a survey site, but this is our Christmas meal here. And if you hit the refresh on that, you'll find that we've got two meals. Yeah, we can see. Well, in actual fact, you probably want to change the view here, so we can go edit current view, so that we can see who it was created by. So we're going to jump in here. Not as an app created by, that's no use to us. We want to know who actually created this, and we will move that one to the top so it comes up. I don't want to see the title, it's not very interesting, and I will say OK to that. So what we should see is that on our default view we should see my name on the left hand side. Now you don't have to use created by, you could actually manually put in, you know, who the meal is for by putting in an extra field here, so you could say person, whatever it might be. So there we have it. So at this point you've got a Power App you could share with people. They can put in their preferences for the Christmas meal, and you'll know who's done them. You'll even know the sort of date and time when they actually put it in, because well, if you wanted to, you'd put the you go back onto here, onto the onto the view there, and you would pop in the created date and time. So really all you're after at the end of it is just a list that you can send out to people. So you can go to so we had created, and we should say it's actually this one here is going to be the created time. So move up there and OK to that, and you've got a nice little view as to when it was created and so on. So there we have it. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it, and please like. and share and so on. I'm available for freelance contracting, so if you need to do something more detailed, by all means, let me know. You can come and find me at dataspinners.co.uk. Thanks very much. Bye.